is the name of a rather bizarre, highly eclectic photography exhibit which was recently on at the Ricco Maresca Gallery in New York. The 101 images in the show were assembled by W.M. Hunt, himself a photography collector who was attracted to some very strange, haunting imagery. The show represents the work of over 70 different photographers. Delirium. Where did that word come from for you?
Well, that's a good question. I think that I had this idea about, as a collector, and a collector specifically, of magical pictures. Magical pictures of people in which, for some reason, you can't see their eyes. And basically, that's about the photographer not trying to get into the person through their eyes, which is whatever.
Stuff, though, I gather, would be hard to live with. I mean, for me, anyway. I don't know, to see those images on...
right for the breakfast.
Yeah, like I wouldn't want to, you know, have that over my bed.
Cool. Well,
maybe over my bed.
Maybe. Do you know who that is?
No.
Janis Joplin.
Oh, okay. Yeah, now I can see it.
And you know what's going on here?
I'm afraid to ask.
Well, what do you think's going on?
Oh, it just looks like the worst. I don't know.
The Beatles.
That's the Beatles?
It's the Beatles arriving in Amsterdam. This is a picture by Ricco Maresca. This is a really upsetting, unsettling picture from Zaire. But I thought that was, you know, part of the mix. This big blue picture that we're headed towards, this is an ugly picture. I will own up to the ugliness of this picture. But what's going on in this picture is he's just working on a different level. It's called Methane Breather. You
have some traditional types of celebrities in the show as well. Is that Jerry Lewis?
It is.
Is that from your personal
This
collection?
is from my personal collection.
I thought so.
I think this is, I don't actually like when you can recognize someone in a picture. But I like this picture because you don't know if someone's just kicked him in the nuts or if he's just laughing at himself.
That's cute. And that's Carol Channing?
This is Carol Channing, and I think what's striking for me about this picture is that this picture is just a straight picture. This is what this woman looks like. A successful picture for me is one that is enigmatic, so that you read it differently than I read it. People can go, you know, this picture's really important, this is really in the history of photography, this was really major photography. Oh man, this is so boring. I really want something that's going to jazz me up. So for me, the whole thing is very, very, I have to be engaged by it. It's not much of an intellectual thing at all. It's very visceral.